I saw the advert for support for carers about 4 years ago, it suddenly dawned on me when I was reading it that I was a carer. And it's not something you realise for a long time. When it's your husband that you're looking after, you don't think of yourself as a carer.
It's one thing you don't realise is you've become a carer anyway. You can't choose. You become a carer because your relative's poorly.
But I mean, right from the beginning, you start caring, don't you? Because you start taking over jobs that you think they can't do and that sort of thing.
At one time, he would cut the grass and do all that sort of business and anything like that. And he doesn't do anything at all now. He can't. He just can't do anything. He's just there needing care continually.
After a meal, before we go to bed, he won't sit down. Up, down, up, down.
It's always worse in the evening.
Yeah. And because he doesn't know that this is the lounge, or that's the bathroom, or that's the kitchen, or that's the bedroom. So if I say go and sit in the lounge where the television's on, he'll probably finish up in the bedroom because he doesn't know his way around, do you? You don't know where to go, do you? And when I say go outside, I have to push you out the back door, don't I, to go outside?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I did what come behind me.
There aren't the district nurses popping in, there aren't the home visits that used to happen. I spent most of last year either at the hospital with my dad or with my husband. So I was doing a dual role.
And that's how you are. You're just left with it. I felt I was nearly going to say you're stuck with it, but it sounds an awful thing to say. And you just can't do anything. You're just having to look after him all the time.
And that's where VASL come in really, because I needed help to understand how to care for somebody.
I was able to sort of tell everybody exactly what was going on in my life, what had been taken away from me, and there was somebody there to support me. There's always somebody on the phone. I go to the group, and there's always somebody there that you can talk to, laugh with. It's a wonderful group. I really feel the group has supported me wonderfully well.
And I was just made to feel completely welcome right from the start. If it hadn't been for that, I would have just been stuck in my prison, my home.
Oh, the support from VASL is enormous. First of all, there's a great sense of humour in the office, which I think is incredibly important because you're dealing with heavy subjects. The support I get from them is first class, absolutely. I can't fault it at all. If people bore you, then I wouldn't go in for it. But if people interest you and you want to try and help and give a little bit back, then I think, yes, it can be extremely rewarding.
And it helps you not to get depressed or anxious as well, if you've got a bit more backup.
To get some sort of interest that is for you, that's away from your caring role. I think that's really important. Well, it's important for me, and I think it really is important.
And that's what Anne always says to me, Mum, when you're ready and you want him to go into care, just tell us and we'll do it. I said, I'm never going to be ready. No,
it's cool.
You don't want to let it go, do you? That's the problem. No. Well, I only wish I'd known about it earlier on in the Alzheimer's, when we first were diagnosed, because I've only known about it within the last probably couple of years, haven't I?
Yes.
Absolutely amazing, absolutely. Didn't realise such a thing existed. The actual, the carers meeting is a boon, an absolute boon, that's lovely. All the things that people come and talk to you about while you're there just is an eye-opener, and you don't realise these things exist. So, it's absolutely amazing.
Join the support for carers. It's the best thing you can do because they really help you and give you advice. If you've got a problem with anything, you can ring them up and talk to them. If you're upset about anything, you can get on the phone and have a good cry down the phone, and they listen to you and they sympathise and know what you're talking about, and they really are very, very helpful, very caring and very friendly. They're friends.
If anyone's thinking about becoming a volunteer driver, I'd strongly recommend it because it's just so rewarding, and the team in the office are very good. They're also very kind. They always give you a cup of tea. They've always got time to help you.
Instead of sitting indoors and staring at four walls, driving people around, and it's more satisfying for me as well.
Gosh, the service is terrific, because not only do they drop you there, they take you to the department, wait for you, bring you back. You couldn't be better.
We can take a client to a hospital appointment. They arrive just at the right time. We see them right through to the departments. We make sure they get back home okay and relax in one piece.
Who's taking me tomorrow? Dot. Really, really good. We talk about gardening, which is lovely.
We take people to see their wives or their husbands as well in different places, like nursing homes and things. We take people to the dentists as well, which isn't so bad. You don't mind them. At least it's only a tooth out or whatever, so which is good. And we take people shopping as well, which we've done. You know, passengers are very friendly.
One of the best things about the service is not only the transport, but it's the drivers who take me, and I have found so many interesting people to speak to. I'm a chatty person, and sometimes you get talking to them, and some of them have had such a wonderful life, and the more you question them, the more you learn so much, and I've found it's been quite educational.
I don't think you could improve the service, to be honest with you.
It's not only the drivers at the centre, it's the girls, or the ladies, that are at the end of the phone. I mean, they're all so lovely, and I'm not flattering them. It's so friendly.
Sometimes it's just to be able to do a bit of shopping, but I think also the social aspect and just getting out and about.
You know, you could get picked up and taken and brought back. Hey presto, one worry off your mind.
The first time Mum had an epileptic fit, it was really scary and I didn't know what to do.
But he knew exactly what to do. It's a great support knowing that he's there and he knows what to do. Or meeting other young carers has been wonderful for him, because it's time for him to relax and get out of having to be on duty, as it were, as he sometimes is if I've had a series of fits. But it's just some place that he can talk to others. With the young carers, he gets to go loads of places. Things like archery and the laser quest. But they also find out that they're not on their own. They don't feel isolated anymore.
I was doing the park run last September, and at the end of the race I was given a community survey from the VASL organisation about loneliness within the community. I really like helping people in need and have done so for a number of years. And I thought at the end of it, I could do more than just fill in the survey. I could offer my services to become a community champion.
I've been volunteering now for about 6 months with VASL as a community champion. Because of the work that I do, I know how many people are affected by loneliness. I know the impact of loneliness and the devastation that it leads to.
We talk travelling, we talk gardening, we talk family, we talk whatever might be in the news, sport.
If people are sitting at home and to give a little bit of time back and enjoy life and live to the full, that's what I say, live to the full. And you'll get a lot back from it doing it. It's great, a lot of friendship, and it's, you know, you meet a lot of people. This is the important thing, and it gets you out and about.
It has been a big eye-opener for me, and I'm really grateful for what VASL does in the community.
She just wanted to know how to use a tablet, how to do emails, how to Skype, and things like that generally. And one of the things I did do with her is I showed her how to put her many, many grandchildren and great-grandchildren onto the calendar. which I kept forgetting when the birthdays were, but not now because it pings a day before or 2 days before and tells her it's such and such's birthday.
I would highly recommend to anybody who's got a spare hour a week to become a community champion, because you can get a lot out of it, and also you're making a massive difference to the life of somebody who's socially isolated and lonely.
It is satisfying to know you've helped somebody, and you know, it's a sense of community really, and I think I understand loneliness, and if you can help to lessen that, I think that's a wonderful thing.
If the community champion service didn't exist, there would be a number of things that would happen. We would have an increasing number of people that are lonely and isolated. We would have more people dying prematurely. We would have more people having to go into care. Less people able to live independently. People's health deteriorating. Bigger calls on health and social care.
You know, this really gives people, lonely people, a big lift.
And if I do nothing else, I hope that even for just one person, I've helped them not to be feeling so lonely. What do they ask? Say an hour a week? I mean, what's an hour out of your day? What's an hour out of your week? Out of your life? It's nothing, is it? So yeah, I'd say go for it.
It has meant so much to me over the years, and I think that shows in the way that I lead the charity and how and the support I get from the staff and the clients, and yeah, I think I'm just extremely proud of it.